Hey guys, what's up? Evan from Stock Music Musician, and Reason 10.1 is here. I've had a little bit of a chance to play with it this morning, and it's cool. So in this Reason 10.1 review, I've got some of the new features here, and I want to go through these and then kind of talk about how I've seen them play out, and give my 2 cents. So, the first thing, and this is a big thing, is the fact that developers will now be able to make player rack extensions. Previously, there was only the 3 players that Reason released, and there were no others, and they were helpful, but I think there's a whole world of other things that could be done. And as they have now released the ability and support for third parties to develop players, already if you go to the Propellerhead shop, let's just pull this up real quick. Nope. Well, anyway. It doesn't want to pull up right here, but there's already like 6 or 7 third-party players out there, and this is huge. I think it's going to be really powerful, a new way of not only controlling Reason devices, but a big reason this is important is that a lot of VSTs, basically all VSTs, don't have the right CV inputs to really be controlled by traditional utility-style rack extensions. And so these players allow you to control VSTs in a much more powerful and complex way than you were able to do natively. So this is both a big step forward for rack extensions, in that you've got more control with some of these cool new players, but also a big step forward for the power of VSTs and unlocking them. Second, we'll go here. Europa has been updated. You can now use wavetables. Basically any sound, any wave that you've got, you can drop into either the wave oscillator section of Europa or as the filter. This is awesome. I was surprised before Reason 10 came out. I wasn't that excited about Europa, but it's really become my go-to synth now. It's super intuitive. It sounds great. And it's really easy to tweak sounds. So just adding more power within the same framework is a totally welcome change. I've played with some of the new sounds and they're great, but really I think it's where you start to get to the space where you start exploring and adding your own samples, maybe like taking things in from the resampling, almost even bits of your song, and like running them through Europa. I think we're gonna get some really cool things that come out of that, so that's a big plus. There's improvements just to player timing and center track, which are going to be great. For Mac, they're changing what the default is for hyper-threading. I think that's not really sort of a backward step, because I guess Mac users, I'm on a PC, but Mac users have been experiencing a lot of issues with the newest version of Mac OS. I think it's High Sierra, but I could be wrong. And this is not a solution to it. It's just an intermediate fix. So they're still struggling to overcome those Mac issues with High Sierra. And this is just sort of a hot fix that doesn't really get you there. But I guess it's some level of relief. They've fixed a few bugs, basically, where especially with the VST bug, which there are still lots of bugs with the VSTs that need to be fixed, and they've added some new factory, new sounds to the factory sound bank related to Europa. So that's the features of Reason 10.1. Now let's talk about my review and what I think about it. I think all of these steps are really positive, and they extend the vitality of Reason 10. They make VSTs a little bit more useful, a little more powerful. They fix a bug. They add new features, and they enhance essential aspects of Reason 10. So I think in all those respects, it's a totally positive release. I think if Reason 10 wasn't enough for you before, then I don't see any reason why you would want to upgrade to Reason 10.1. There's not enough that's been added here to say motivate you to upgrade, I think. But if you've already got Reason 10, this is absolutely what are you waiting for? Download this now. The other thing I would say is that there are still a lot of bigger issues under the hood that this still has not addressed. You know, there's basically they need to go back and do a full-on update to Reason. This is not that update. I'm not surprised. I don't know why. I wouldn't expect 10.1 to be that, but I would expect a few more improvements to just VST performance and that sort of thing. Nonetheless, I think this is a total, everything about Reason 10 there is to love, now there's more of it, and it's fixed a bit. So, good job, props. Hi, this is Evan from YouTube. You might remember me from such videos as Reason 10 Review and Sidechain Compression. If you've been enjoying these videos, I'd like to encourage you to just take a quick second to like and subscribe.